What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Attack on Texans podcast. Yes, just a guy filling in for your usual host, Ruben, but we got our co-host from the H-Town Rundown, Mr. AD, man. 2319. We got a code 2319. Shout out to Monsters Inc. Shout out to Wheelhouse Media, man, for giving us the platform to talk this game. My name is Harley. If you don't know me, by the way, I appreciate all of y'all hopping in and tapping into the podcast. But my guy, we got ourselves a game to talk about. I heard it was pretty good.
Hey,
Hey, man, tell me about this game, man.
interesting game. The Houston Texans didn't have a chance. Houston Texans were overmatched, outmanned. Shouldn't even been in the building with the Buffalo Bills. Looked up, and Houston Texans went hunting, buddy. Houston Texans had a day, even with the missing franchise and CJ Stroud. Pulled out that victory, that good old victory against the Buffalo Bills, which I predicted we were going to win 23-20. We won 23-19. What a wonderful day. It was amazing. Crowd was raucous. I will give Buffalo credit. They did travel. Buffalo Bills fans traveled in the stadium. They were loud, but it was just amazing seeing them walk out without hope. Going towards the end of the game, there was some that were just furious and just through with all of the foolishness that Buffalo had. And thank you, Houston Texans defense. Thank you.
The biggest thank you in the world. Like it reminded me of the Seattle Mariners in 2022. And the call on the radio was the House of Horrors continue for the Seattle Mariners. It is the same thing for some odd reason. The Buffalo Bills come to Houston and they just don't know how to play football anymore. I mean, they haven't won a game here since 2006. Shout out to JP Lossman.
Man.
I mean, that's a blast. That's a blast from the past right there. But the defense is the talk of the town, man. My goodness gracious. 8 sacks on the defense. 3 turnovers for Kalen Bullock. I was so happy for Kalen Bullock. This defense, it gets some praise, yes. Obviously, the national spotlight gives them the best praise. But when people start talking about this defense, it's Will Anderson, it's Derek Stingley, it's maybe a little bit for Kamari, something about Aziz. Kalen don't really get that shine. And for him to get 3 turnovers on prime time, that's big time stuff from Kalen Bullock and this defense, man. How you feeling about them right now?
Look, that defense is playing with their hair on fire. The best defense in the league on pace right now, statistically, with the 2000 Baltimore Ravens, the 2000 was it 14 Legion of Boom, Seattle Seahawks defense. This is a legendary, great defense that we're watching live. They are holding opponents under their averages every week. Right now, not statistically, this past Thursday, they held, I'm about to say Baltimore, Buffalo to 12 points on offense. 12.
My goodness.
12 points on offense when they just put up a 40 burger against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the week before. Josh Allen had a record 6 touchdowns last week and had a big goose egg and 2 interceptions. This defense is playing lights out. You mentioned the list of names. One name you forgot was Danielle Hunter. Had a day as well. Danielle Hunter.
So many.
Yeah, I mean, the defense was like Oprah. You get a sack. You get a sack. You get a sack. I mean, Tim Settle got a sack. Mario Edwards Jr. got a half a sack. Who else am I missing? Derek Barnett got a sack.
Your favorite player.
Look, hey, man.
Hey, man.
That sack does not forgive Derek Barnett on that freaking interception by Kalen Bullock. We will talk about that in a minute. But
Hey,
Derek
no,
Barnett.
I was talking about Henry T.
Look, hey, man. He gets to be Toa after that game. He's not Henry no. He's Henry Toa as of today. But an excellent game. Will Anderson Jr. put his stamp again on this game, and he is working his way to becoming Defensive Player of the Year. Of course, Myles Garrett is doing his thing in Cleveland right now. But Will Anderson is hot on his tail. He's on a streak right now. I think he has what 5 or 6 straight games with a sack.
Six
Um,
straight.
See that, which is ridiculous. So he is just playing out of his mind right now. Him and Daniil both have double-digit sacks already. We still have 6 games to go. No telling, they can combine easily for 30 combined sacks, which is stupid.
Yeah.
And Aziz is playing great. Like you said, Henry's playing great right now. I mean, you can name him from top to bottom in the secondary. And again, the forgotten guy is Kalen Bullock. He is a guy that much maligned because of his efforts in the run game and how he takes kind of bad angles and everything. And he gets a little criticism here and there, but he is a certified ball hawk. He is a guy that loves to be around the football. And right now, I think just based on last game, he's what, second on the team in interceptions or
I
tied for
believe so.
second.
Yeah, I believe so.
So shout out to him having a day, I think a career day, and probably on the best spotlight platform on Thursday Night Football, prime time, in front of millions and millions, and now his name is getting recognized along with like you said, the Derek Stingley's, Will Anderson, Daniil Hunters, Aziz Al-Shairs of this defense. And shout out to D'Amico Ryans for getting these guys, and shout out Matt Burke for
There we go.
calling a hell of a game and for calling a hell of a season right now,
Mm.
because this defense has took another step ever since D'Amico Ryans has handed this play calling duties over to Matt Burke at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think someone that was just some underrated names along the way of this defense, Miles Bryant, has
Mm-hmm.
continued his play. I was absolutely loving the snaps Jalen Reed was giving you on
Mm-hmm.
Thursday Night
Oh my
Football.
God.
My goodness gracious. I was a big fan of the draft pick. I really, really liked him out of Penn State, especially when I learned more about him whenever we did. I know we had a pre-draft interview with him, and then when I started looking at his film, I'm like, dude, this guy's an absolute stud out of Penn State, and he fell to you in the 6th round.
Yeah.
And whatever you want to say about Henry To'oTo'o, overall, he's been successful for a 6th round pick. And
Mm-hmm.
so, hey, maybe you got yourself another 6th round pick here. Maybe maybe a little too early right there with Jalen Reed, but still, I like what he has and what he can become. We mentioned Tim Settle. Tommy Togai is always the underrated
Goose.
Big Goose, man. Big Goose is amazing. It has just been, this defense was phenomenal. I mean, there's nothing else to describe it as.
Mm-hmm.
It's to be quite honest, it's about expected at this point as a Texans fan.
Absolutely.
This might be new to the world, but it's expected as a Texans fan. But AD, there's another fan base chirping about defense.
Mm.
They don't think our defense isn't so special.
Mm.
And Mile High over there, Denver, they talking some noise, man.
They talking noise, but they saw it firsthand. They saw
I
it
don't understand
firsthand.
it. I don't
Like
understand it.
Bo Nix probably had his worst game of the season against the Texans. Like they saw it
Yeah.
firsthand. And look, Denver can talk all they want to, but again, Davis Mills had a chance to beat y'all. Like again, we as Texan fans, we say it, if CJ Stroud is healthy, because he got knocked out in the first quarter. If CJ Stroud is healthy that game, the Texans are sitting at 7-4.
Big time.
So what are we really talking about? And this again, Denver can chirp all they want to. Yeah, they're missing PS2. But again, they're not performing at a level right now. The Texans are just doing things to quarterbacks that aren't being done. Across the league. And again, every loss, even shout out Dan Orlovsky who brought it up, and I've been talking about it. Every loss has been a one-score loss. We lost a game in 1 point to Tampa Bay, 3 points to Denver Broncos. 5 points to the Rams. Rams are 8-2.
Yes. Damn
Rams,
good.
Rams are making a run and potentially a Super Bowl caliber team. Tampa Bay before the injuries were a problem. Tampa
Yes.
Bay, half of Tampa Bay's team is on IR or out. So and they put 30 plus on Buffalo. So Buffalo, you need to settle down. You
Yeah.
got humbled really, really quickly in Houston. So just going through the list of teams and games and everything. I mean, you talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars game in Jacksonville. all of these losses are kind of fluky.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
Seattle is probably the only credible one,
Hmm.
but that was still was a one score. It was only 8 points. So every other credible loss, I mean, not every other loss, like is fluky. One
Hmm.
last second field goal for Denver, or missed sack by Henry Toa, and we win that game. If we make that sack, fumble from Dario Gumbawale, a fumble from Nico Collins in the Jacksonville game. All of these losses are just like, one flip of the coin, and we're winning those games. So you're looking at a team that easily could be what 10-1 right now, or 9-2.
Yeah.
So sitting the top of the AFC is just we're here, and now you look at the future of the schedule, and it's like, okay, it may have something cooking here. It may you win the next two games, and you're looking at a freaking 7, 8, 9 game win streak. And I turned the clock back to the last time the Texans were like 0-2 and 0, was it 0-3?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
In the Deshaun Watson
Hmm.
situation. Went on a 9 game win streak to make it to the playoffs. Could we see a reminiscence of this season? I'm really, really amped up right now because the way the Texans are playing on defense, we can beat anybody in the NFL.
Mm.
Anybody, and their defense was put on primetime, put a statement out that nobody wants to play the Houston Texans. Not in the regular season now or in the postseason. And just the defense is only going to get better because guess what? Jalen Petry's coming back.
Yes.
You haven't had
We
Jalen
were missing.
Petry for 3 games,
Yes.
and you still put up a performance like that. It probably, and I'm gonna be real with you, the 4th and 27,
Mm.
the Khalil Shakir screen where
Mm.
he goes and he gets on 3rd and 12. That doesn't happen, I don't think, if Jalen Petry is in the game. If
Fair.
Jalen Petry is in the game, Jalen Petry makes those two plays, and if those two plays don't happen, then it's a way different game. It's
Yeah.
a different game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I can't wait for Jalen Petrie. I also can't wait for the starting quarterback for the Houston Texans to make his return. Look, man, do we want to harp on the TikTok QB controversy? My goodness gracious, man.
Yeah.
Look, there is no controversy here in Houston. I'll keep it short and sweet. It wouldn't matter what Davis Mills did. He could have shat the bed, or he could have been the best quarterback we've seen in a 3-game span ever. It wouldn't
Mhm.
have mattered because
Yeah.
number 7 was always going to come out. And to me, it's just a moot point for all the Davis Mills, the Mills Mafia lovers. Look,
Mhm.
I appreciate what you did for me, Davis. It wasn't pretty on Thursday night, but he did what I needed him to do. Don't
Mhm.
give no damn turnovers away.
Thank you. My key.
Exactly. Keep everything in front of you. And I thought a bigger talking point that I didn't see a lot of people harp on enough was
Mhm.
the play of the offensive line.
Oh.
Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, I've said it 2 weeks ago. I was hoping I was hoping that we could get the configuration of Ursula at left tackle. We got
Mhm.
Ty Howard at left guard, Jake
Yep.
Andrews center, a healthy Eddie Ingram at right guard, and Trent Brown at right tackle. Because
Mhm.
Trent Brown, I'm sorry, since he stepped in at right tackle, he has been solid for you.
Yeah.
I'd say a little above average, actually. Trent Brown
Mhm.
is good. And that
Yes.
is best 5 that you can throw out there. Titus Howard is, my goodness gracious, where his dialogue has ended here. He can
Mhm.
almost play anywhere on the line, and you feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
This O line deserves its praise.
Absolutely. This offensive line has been balling out the last few weeks. Limited penalties. This game, I think, was the first game of the season with 0 sacks.
Yep.
They're only getting better, and Trent Brown has kind of rejuvenated himself to a point where, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Trent Brown has always been solid.
Yeah.
He was only good to great that one year. I think was it in New England. Um,
Yeah. I think
I
he had
think
Pro Bowl. I
Pro
feel like
Bowler.
he's
Yeah, I think that was his like best year of his career. But he's always, even in Oakland, well, it was Oakland then, but Las Vegas or wherever, he's always been solid. Even in San Francisco, he's always been solid. He's just not a guy that you can say he's a franchise right tackle.
Yeah.
But again, teams, move wherever he moved around, they always try to play him out of position, play him at left tackle. He's a right tackle. And he's a guy, he's a mammoth of a human being. Seeing Trent Brown in person, knowing Ariante Ursery is 6'7", 330 pounds, and he looks like a mini me standing next to Trent Brown. I don't care what anybody says. They say he's 6'8". Trent Brown is almost 7 feet tall. Trent Brown is
It
is
don't
he's
help that he's almost 400
yeah,
too.
right. Like you can literally see when the line is down in that 3-point stance and he's down, he's still like popping up above the line. I'm like, yeah, he's a massive human being. But shout out to Trent Brown for coming in and playing good football for the Houston Texans. And again, I said it at the beginning of the season on H-Town Rundown. Play Titus Howard on the interior as he's your best interior offensive lineman. I don't care if he's at left guard, if he's at right guard, wherever he is, he's your best interior offensive lineman, and you want your best five out there. And right now, you've done all the mixing, you've done all the little sprinkling of seasoning and taste testing, and you finally got the recipe right. You finally got it right. Don't go in and say, oh, I'm gonna put a little sugar in it, or I'm gonna put some basil or something. And no, don't touch it. Let it be. You got it right. You got it right. Write it down. How you got your recipe, write it down, and don't mess it up. What they say, don't F it up, man. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't put raisins in a potato salad,
Oh
okay?
no.
Don't sit up here and try to get freaky on the recipe. This recipe works. It's legit. Roll with it. When you go back, and I'm going back to your earlier point about the controversy, this is eerily similar to what's going on currently in San Francisco. San Francisco had a similar situation where Brock Purdy, their starting franchise quarterback, got hurt. Mac Jones came in, played well, won them a few games, and then, is there a quarterback controversy in San Francisco? Well, guess what? As soon as Brock Purdy woke up and said, I'm healthy, he's the starting quarterback again. And it's
Of
not
course.
even a question about anything like that. All this does is that it proves that if CJ Stroud gets hurt, Davis Mills can come in on a short span, which is the primary job of the backup quarterback, to be able to come in for 2 to 3 games and hold it down.
Oh, he held it
Again,
down.
I
He held it
urge
down.
people to realize you do not want to see a full season of Davis Mills. We've been there. We've done that. Defense is amazing. Davis Mills is not taking you to the playoffs. This is not a TJ Yates scenario. This is not one of these type of things. CJ Stroud is back. It's not even a question. And we can move on. I don't even know why it's a conversation. D'Amico Ryans after Thursday night, that was the first question he was asked, was about CJ Stroud and Davis Mills. And he made a little offhanded joke. And it's he ended it by saying, no, CJ's back. He's our starter. Let's go. And so we can dead that conversation. The Mills Mafia, you can live on in silence the rest of the season while we go on this playoff run again.
They had their moment and they'll forever cherish it.
Yeah.
And you know what, man? Good for y'all. You know what? I got nothing ill to say to them anymore. Y'all had y'all's moment, man. He proved me wrong. I got to give it to him. And with that, hey, man, we talk defense, we talk offense, we talked as much as we can about the Bills. And I know we're running up on it, but I'm sorry. We're keeping a big old two eyes, full attention on the Indianapolis Colts right now. I am excited to see how this game ends up between them and the Chiefs. To me, it's more of a win-win situation. You know, the Chiefs lose, great. They're 5-6. Colts lose. Please don't leave that door open for me. Make sure you lock that door. Make sure you seal it. Make sure you ain't got no cracks in that door whatsoever, because I'm telling you right now, the Houston Texans are looking for the division. They're not looking for a playoff spot. They're looking at that division, because I am excited to see how this Colts season ends up. The rest of their season is extremely tough schedule for them. Two with us, two with the Jags. You got the 49ers, the Seahawks, and the Chiefs. That
Yeah.
is not easy. You're about to learn how good or how bad the Colts really are. And I
Mm-hmm.
can't wait to see that fraudulent team show out against the Chiefs this Sunday, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, man. On Sunday, it's gonna be a great day to watch the Kansas City Chiefs because you know what? We know it, and we talked about it before the pod. NFL is a monopoly, and they have their agenda, and their agenda is Patrick Mahomes does not miss the playoffs.
Mm-mm.
And right now, if they lose this game, it almost puts a nail in their playoff chances, especially when they got to go to play Houston the next week. So this right here is the Chiefs' opportunity because they can ride a 500 record and get and sneak in and when you get to 7. Let's say they end up 6-6 after Houston, you know, and they can ride that 500 record on out, until and win 3 games or whatever and sneak in as the 7th seed. NFL's gonna make that happen, but that can't happen if they lose to the Indianapolis Colts.
Mm-mm.
So I'm just being honest. Houston Texans are coming. What Booker T say? I'm coming for you. So that this is the litmus test not only for the Houston Texans but also the Indianapolis Colts these next 2 games. For Houston with the Indianapolis Colts and Kansas City Chiefs. Then the Colts have the Chiefs and I think the Seahawks or the
Yeah,
Jags, one of the two.
something like that.
Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So again, this is going to be interesting to see. But I'm telling you right now, Colts, I need you to look over your shoulder because right now we just got through with Halloween a month ago. Houston Texans are like Jason Voorhees. You may think you can outrun us, but we are right on your heels. And don't let us catch up to you.
Oh
Because
no.
if we catch up to you, you're gone. It's over. It's over.
He gone.
He gone.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this was another great episode of the Attack on Texans podcast. You got AD from the H-Town Rundown, myself from the Lead Houston. Man, we had a blast. We talked Texans, we talked Bills, and we talked Colts because Indy, we're going to be talking soon, man. I appreciate everybody tapping into the podcast. Appreciate everyone tapping into the podcast, man. Y'all have a very blessed night. Peace.
Peace.